Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm beyond excited to bring you today's new video and give you my in-depth review and overview on the newly launched JUVIA'S Place I Am Magic, a natural radiance, a foundation, and a powder foundation. Watch as I show off each product individually, then apply them together on my combination oily skin, so that way you can feel confident when making your purchasing decisions. To make sure you get the most out of this video, as per usual, I've included timestamps underneath this video as a tool to help you navigate through this video and make sure you do not miss any important information. And before we get started, I would like to welcome any new visitors and viewers to my channel. Hi, my name is Eve and I love all things beauty. And if you enjoyed this video and find it helpful, give this video a like, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. And without further ado, let's dive in. As you see, I'm starting with a bare face and I only have a moisturizer at the moment. Both of these products were recently launched and they were launched together. Let's begin from I Am Magic, a natural radiance foundation. This is a foundation that has high performance hybrid formula that delivers buildable to medium coverage. This is a larger amount than we normally see from foundation products. You get 30% more product than normal. There is a 1.35 ounce of a product in this tube. This foundation retails for $23, comes in 33 shades. It was made in Italy and the shelf life is 24 months. I've purchased both of these complexion products from Ulta website on a launch date and it took me about 2 weeks to receive them. The foundation has a natural radiant finish, weightless and breathable formula, buildable medium to full coverage, non-cakey, long-lasting comfort, waterproof, minimizing fine lines and imperfections to smooth out skin surface and even out complexion for younger looking appearance without filters. Formula is infused with acerola cherry, which is rich in vitamin A and C, which speeds up healing by reducing redness, breakouts, and hyperpigmentation. Those are really nice statements. So I purchased my foundation from Ulta Beauty app and there are 30 shades available on Ulta. However, there are 33 shades available on JUVIA'S Place website. Initially, when this foundation and the powder foundations were launched, there were no shade descriptions. Basically, I just relied on the photos of the swatches and I chose my foundation in the shade Maricao. Now that some time has passed, all the descriptions are on JUVIA'S website. So if you were shopping, I would advise you to go directly on their website to choose a proper shade. Since I already have this foundation in my hands, however, I still wanted to go on JUVIA'S Place website and test their shade finder tool. When I finished all the questions, it actually matched me to a completely different foundation product, not this foundation. Almost make me think that this foundation was just not added to their database for shade finding tool. On this foundation, there's really no mentioning of a skin type that best for this formulation. So I'm just gonna test it as I go and see if it works for my combination oily skin. The brand recommends before dispensing the foundation to shake the tube really well. I'm gonna use this little plate and dispense the product. This is 2 full squeezes of product and as you see, the texture is pretty thick. As far as the shade match, it just seems much lighter than my skin tone. I'm at my palest right now. This states to be a medium to full coverage foundation and the brand recommends to go a little by little and add layers as you go. It is also recommended to use it with a dampened sponge or a brush. One of the claims on this foundation is that it provides a smoothing effect, so I won't be priming on my face at all today and I want to see if that claim is true. I will do a sponge and a brush application on this side. I have 2 different foundation brushes already here and I would like to test both of them. This is a Japanesque 962 flat top brush, very nice and soft. And this is my Ulta Beauty angled brush. This has a little bit more density. And then we will try maybe sponge here. I'm gonna really take just a small amount. I detect the scent right away. I'm generally sensitive to scents. The scent is not overpowering, but it smells sweet and fruity. Okay, no complaints about this coverage. It's definitely really nice medium coverage. Considering the fact how little of a product I picked up, this is very, very good. So definitely a little goes a long way. They did not joke about that. So I really like this application. It's really nice and smooth and actually streak free. And I would like to use a little bit denser brush just to pick up same small amount of product here. and just apply it here where I have a little bit more redness. It seems like this foundation is giving me a really nice coverage. I will not be using any concealer. I think that both of these brushes work pretty well. There is really no streakiness, even application. I still can detect the scent on my skin. I want to see how long it's gonna linger. I'm gonna use the sponge to apply it on my forehead. I zoomed you in as much as I could, and I want you to see what my skin looks like. I wouldn't say it's the most hydrating formula. It definitely has thickness, but it melts into skin really nicely. I really like the coverage. A little definitely goes a long way. Thank God this foundation has a 24-month shelf life, because this tube definitely will last you for 24 months, I'm pretty sure. I think I got a little bit higher coverage with a sponge application, and then a brush definitely gave me a little bit more of a natural finish. I also see a little bit more glow here on my forehead where I applied it with a sponge. I think whichever method you prefer, it does look good, and I was really surprised that the brush application did not leave any streakiness. This is a very nice, because a lot of foundations do leave streaks. I really enjoyed the brush application because it was just so fast and streak free. So far it doesn't settle into my lines or look heavy anywhere, and I do notice a smoothing effect. I would like to see if I can build up this area a little bit where I have redness. I'm going to use this sponge for it. I'm just going to pick up a smallest amount and just apply it here on my cheek where I have more redness. I think that built up nicely. I do not think it's a full coverage. See if I can build up to a full coverage. I want to see if full coverage is a true statement and how it's gonna look, and if it's gonna be cakey or not. Yes, this product definitely builds up to high coverage. So if that's something that you want out of this foundation, I would say go in thin layers. I'm Magic Powder Foundation. Comes in 20 shades, retails for $18. Also made in Italy, 24-month shelf life. There's a 0.31 ounces of product, or 9 grams. A nice magnetic closure. It is pretty easy to open because there's a little notch here. You get a full-size mirror, and this lifts up, and you have a very nice squishy sponge. It is a weightless formula that glides into skin, blending seamlessly without setting into pores or creating a heavy mask effect. This is a pressed powder foundation with a long-wearing, silky smooth, breathable formula. It's a blend of finely milled powders to regulate oil and create long-lasting mattifying finish. Buildable custom coverage designed for multiple uses, including bronzing. I picked up mine in a shade Catania. Go ahead and apply this as our setting powder. And because it is a slightly different shade, I think it should work out really nicely together. I'm going to use the clean powder brush from Ulta Beauty. Okay, here I am zoomed in. I like what I see. I really like how both of these shades work together. My complexion looks smooth AF. I did set my eye area with a completely different powder that is nice and thin for my eye area that I like. Everything else I think looks really good. I have no product settling around my nose or here. Nothing looks heavy. I think the amount of product that I used for foundation was ideal. It does not look like it's cakey. It doesn't look over applied. Again, I will repeat myself and say a little goes a long way. I really like the foundation applied with a brush. That's all I have to say. It's very easy. You don't over apply, and there's no streakiness. I had a good amount of redness today, and I think it actually concealed everything and covered everything really nice. Very pleased so far what it's looking like, and I'm gonna see you outside for a natural light check-in. Hello, I'm outside. It is a pretty gloomy day today. It's been raining for the last 2 days, and I hope you can see it. I did not apply any additional makeup. I do, however, have another video that I will be filming later on today, so I will be wearing this for the entire day or as long as I can. Right now it's about 9:30 in the morning, and then I'll give you the final thoughts at the end of the day. So as far as the shade, I think the foundation looks pretty good, and then I really like the shade for the powder because it actually gave me a little bit of definition. Like if I would wear this together and not use any bronzer, I think this would work greatly as like a natural makeup day. I really like how it looks. It looks really nice and smooth. What do you think? Let me know of your thoughts, the shades and consistency of it, how it looks on my skin. I would like to hear from you what it looks like to you. But I will see you in a few hours for a first check. Hello again. I am back with a 5-hour check-in, and I am noticing some changes. I also filmed Another video that should be in my channel probably after this video when you're watching this. I didn't change any of my complexion. My complexion stayed the same. I added just a little bit of Luminoso blush here on my cheeks. No additional highlighter, no bronzer. Complexion is the same. I just added a little bit of eye and lip makeup. So we're 5 hours in and I'm noticing some changes, especially here on my T-zone. You can see that I'm a little bit glowy, more so on my forehead because forehead is my oiliest. So I would like to retouch, knowing that this formula is a natural radiant formula. So I'm expecting more glow as the day progresses. But for 5 hours in, I think this is not bad whatsoever, knowing that I did not prime my face with anything. I just went directly on my skincare. Also, I did not set my T-zone. I only set the perimeter of my face. Everything looks really good under my eyes, and I do not notice any product settling like around my nose. I do notice the foundation settled just tiny bit, like a wrinkle almost, where my smile line is, and this is very okay because I did not set this area. I did not powder the center of my face at all, which I am going to retouch and do it right now, and I want to see how foundation is gonna wear for the rest of the day. However, everything else that's here on the perimeter of my face that was set, I think it looks pretty good. Really no changes, just the center of my face is glowy. So let me go ahead and retouch. In one of my very recent videos, I did show you how I retouch the face step by step. So I'm going to speed this process through. This powder is one of my go-to retouching powders. You would see it in most of all my videos for complexion aware tests. Everything looks just like where we started. It looks nice. It doesn't look cakey. It looks absolutely fine. I love what I'm seeing. I don't see any shade change. So far there's no oxidation. So we're looking good. I will see you at the end of the day for a final check-in. Hello again. I'm back with the check-in, and at the moment it is 8 o'clock in the evening. So it's been about 10 hours since I applied the makeup, and let's do a little bit of evaluation. As you can see, I am getting a little bit oily here again on my forehead, slightly bit shiny here on the sides of my nose. I ran some errands earlier and I cooked dinner and I took my dogs for a walk, so I was outside for quite a bit, and I'm in Florida. It was 72 degrees outside and it was pretty hot and humid. When I'm looking at it up close, I do not see the product breaking up anywhere or clumping up or just becoming like a weird texture. The only thing that I'm noticing right now is the oiliness. It doesn't look bad. However, it looks like it's just settling into my texture much more here on my cheeks where I do have more visible pores. If I would wear this foundation again on my skin, I would definitely prep my T-zone with something that is more maybe smoothing and mattifying, and definitely would set it properly with possibly even a setting spray just to control the oils, because this foundation is a hydrating formula. This is me zoomed in, so you would see that there's definitely more texture showing up here in this area where I do have texture, where I do have more visible pores. But other than that, it looks very smooth. It didn't settle into my lines here any more than it was halfway like we discussed earlier. So overall, I really think that this foundation wore pretty well. As far as the powder foundation, I feel like the shade didn't oxidize, which is a big bonus. I really want to test the powder on its own because clearly here I kind of set it on top of the foundation. A formulation for a foundation is hydrating and glowy, so I believe that this powder kind of melted into it with time. I really want to test this product on its own, and I will give you update in my future videos. However, initially it looked really nice and smoothing on skin. This sums up my video, and these are my thoughts at the moment. I hope this video was helpful to you with your purchasing decisions. If you are looking to purchase any of these two items, if you enjoy videos of complexion reviews, I will leave the playlist right here at the end of the video to check out some recently launched products. And I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. And thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.